Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to create your first application in Android Studio. So I'm going to start by creating a new project. Click on create new project. You can choose between different template provided by Android Studio by default. So we have a basic activity which provides a button on an empty activity. We have bottom navigation activity. We have empty activity. We have full screen activity, Google Ad, Mob Ads activity, Google Map. So in this tutorial, we're just going to create a basic application that has an empty activity. So select empty activity and click next. So here you're supposed to provide the name for your application. So in this case, I'm going to call this my first app. So the package name is the name that is going to be used to uniquely identify your application more in Presto. So like for this case, we have com.example. The name of my app, that is first app. So if you have a domain, you can change this one. For example, I'm going to change it to net.landtech.firstapp. The location you want to save your project, the language, you can use Java or Kotlin, and in this case we are going to work with Kotlin. Then you have minimum SDK, so you can choose from 16, 17, 18 to the current one that is 30, Android Studio, 11 known as AL. So we are going to use minimum SDK for 16, and then create or click finish. So Android Studio is going to load some libraries so that it can configure your project. Once this is done, you'll see project directories on your left side. That is, as you can see, it's loading. Let's wait for it to finish loading. So for some, it might take some few seconds. For others, it might load very fast. So I'm going to give it some few minutes, a few seconds. And as you can see, it has already finished. So we have the app folder and we have the Gradle scripts. So we are going to start by explaining what is found in the app folder. So within the app folder, we have manifest, we have Java, and less. So manifest is where you declare your permissions, your activities. In this case, let's get to open it and find what is inside. So within the manifest, we have a file called Android manifest.xml. So I'm going to declare a permission like uses permission internet. So if your application fetches something from the internet, you're supposed to declare uses permission internet. If you want your app to access a phone directory, you can declare you want to read memory storage, or if you want to save something, you can just use permission to light external storage. Then for your activities, they are declared within the application. So you just declare them here. By default, when you create a new activity, Android Studio adds it here automatically. So the Java file, this is where now we get our Java files or Kotlin. In this case, our application uses Kotlin. So we have the main activity. As you can see, this is Kotlin class. So all the activities will be declared here. In every class that you create, it will be under Java. Then within the rest, we have Drawable. Drawable contains your file. Any file you want, any image you want it's placed under Drawable folder. Layout contains the design for your application. That is where now you declare I want my application to have button or something else. So as you can see, we have activity main here. within the activity main, you can do design here, you can sprint and code. So let me sprint so that we can have the design and coding end here. So as you can see, this is text, which is here, text view. And text view is constrained end. So our parent layout is constrained layout. So remember to subscribe, guys, because I'm going to make another tutorial about constraint layout. So the text is at the center, as you can see, bottom of parent, left of parent, light of parent, and top of parent. So I'm going to add one element, and I'm going to go back to design, and then I'm going to have button. I'm going to drag it here, and I'm going to constrain it. So if you want to constrain this end, you can constrain it like that. You want to center it horizontally, just click this one. If you want to constrain it to the top, and then you want it to be constrained between our top and this text view, we just put it like this. If you want to change the text, it's easy. You can just change it here within the attributes of the button, or you can just go back to sprint, and you'll get your button here, and you can call it button test. So guys, I'll also be making another tutorial to explain how this button interacts with this class, where when you click this button, we can launch another activity or do something different, like showing a different class activity, performing an action, requesting permissions. So we have a lot of things that we are going to show in this tutorial, in the tutorial series that are going to come. So the next thing that I'm going to show you is memap. It's still a resource folder. You can declare your launch icon within the memap. Like in this case, our launch icon, we have it here. It's in memap, and the name is IC Loud, IC Launch Around. Then we have values. We have colors. This is where we declare now the different color you want to be used in your application. We have strings. It's where you declare different string you want to use in your applications. We have themes. You might want to declare a theme that my app uses dark action bar theme, no action bar. We have different themes. And finally, we have the Gradle script. We have build Gradle. So within the build Gradle, this is now where you declare all your dependencies. Sometimes you might need design dependencies. You might need, let's say, Cora view, card view. So all these things, I'm going to discuss them in the next series. So we are going to learn this application. So application only has a button and a text. So to learn it, just click on this button. It's called Learn App. Remember, for you to be able to learn it through emulator, you need to have created an emulator. In this case, I have the emulator known as Pixel 3A API 30x6. So I'll also make a tutorial and leave the link in the description on how you can be able to create an emulator. So in this case, I'm going to assume you already have an emulator. So click Learn. It will pop up. This is a demo application I was making, so let's close it. Okay. Okay, so our application is going to install. As you can see here, installing. It's now launching. And there we are. We have our button test, and we have our word hello world. And the title here is the first app, the name of our application. So that's all, guys. We are going to learn in this series more items, so remember to stay subscribed. For this tutorial, we're only going to learn how to create how you can be able to create the application, the different content found in different folders, and even how to learn it. And we have also been able to learn how to add a button in our activity. So in our next series, we are going to discuss how you can be able to interact between different activity. Like when you click this button, we launch a different activity and perform a different action. Thank you for watching, and stay subscribed for more tutorials.